Hi guys, we're finally back at IPL 2021, straight back with golf news, and Mr. Cricket UAE is here. And what a thriller we had to start with as Mumbai took on Chennai. Let me quickly, first of all, go to Shyam, who can give us a quick rundown of what happened today, and then we'll speak to our special guests, Ajran and Sai, who are a little bit of rivals and a little bit of age between them as well. So we'll speak to Shyam first.
Yeah, it was a cracker of the match. And to start with, there were some surprises because we expected Rohit Sharma to show up, but apparently he's having a hamstring niggle. So Pollard led the side. And what a start they had, but that is totally not unexpected because we have seen Trent Boult, the damage he can do in UAE. And Adam Milne, who is coming off a very good season with the 100 in UK. I mean, they pretty much lived up to it, and they had reduced the Chennai Super Kings to 24 for 4, and what a knock Ruturaj Gaikwad produced. And to me, I think the difference was the Bravos 8-ball 23. That I think took the game away from the Mumbai Indians. Mumbai were still in the game. In fact, they got off to a flyer actually. But the thing is, they couldn't string together a decent partnership, and that was their undoing.
Okay, and now obviously Anas Bai, Mr. Cricket UAE himself, will be here joining us tomorrow evening, I believe. But tonight we've got two very, very, very ready replacements. First of all, Arjan, that was a tremendous game, but unfortunately for the Mumbai fans, it didn't quite go their way. But for you, you must have been delighted in the end, having been very, very worried in that first innings.
Yeah. I was so worried because when I saw the score and it was 18 for 4, I'm like, we've lost. There's no way we can come back from this bad a position. And then 2 hours later, the score is 156.
He was jumping with joy in the stadium.
I mean, every single boundary, I went crazy. You could not imagine how happy I was when from 18 for 4 in, let's say, 5 overs to 156 in 20 overs. It just blew my mind. I could not believe it that Ruturaj Gaikwad and players like him just carried on the match and, won it for CSK. If it weren't for Ruturaj Gaikwad, I'm sure CSK would have suffered a big defeat today.
So now from Arjan to our MS Dhoni of the crew, Sai, you're a Mumbai fan, and that must have been a bit of a sucker punch after your start.
I think it's true because Mumbai Indians always start on a losing turn. So this is they keep the tradition alive. So they are losing. They start on a losing trip, so it's not a difficult thing for me. But one thing which I totally agree, I think, like Shyam said, I think Bravo took the match away from the Chennai. Definitely, Gaikwad played well, but the 23 run of 8 balls, yes, that was the decider because that did, it was difficult for the Mumbai Indians to catch up. The defeat also was almost around 22, 23 runs. So I think it was Bravo's innings that actually took the game away from the Mumbai Indians. And Mumbai Indians, unfortunate that Rohit was not, the hitman was not there, or else this would have been a sweet victory for him. So we all expected the hitman to be there. So,
okay. Shyam, now one of the talk that we saw earlier in our live tweet when we saw some great pictures of Arjan and he was eating burgers and screaming all those boundaries, was the state of the crease. A lot of people were saying that it was a little bit like the outfield. Now, is that something that you guys, or did it just need to settle in after a few overs?
You mean, I didn't quite get your question.
The crease. People were saying that it wasn't as it wasn't as flat as it should be, and they were saying it was quite like the outfield in some places.
No, not really. I mean, the thing is, see, what you have to factor in here is this is a fresh wicket, and there's not been much match played of late. So The outfield was pretty nice, and actually the wicket had a decent carry also. But if, as you saw, the seamers had an initial purchase, which is always the case with the UAE wickets. That's what we saw, and Trent Bolt and Milner, they can really let the ball fly, and that's what we saw. And it needed some. It needed needed a little bit of cool head, which is what Rudraj Gaikwad showed, that once you ride out the storm, you could play your shots.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and now, okay, Sai, we'll go to you first. That blistering start by Mumbai, you know, I mean, we saw them fall. What was it like for you, and how was it as you were riding those emotions and thinking, this is in the bag, where we've got the points now to play catch up?
Yeah, I mean, here actually, I think the humid conditions also worked well for us. I mean, you can see the way the ball was bouncing, and you know, the first 2 wickets was amazing. I mean, I think Trent Bolt did a fantastic job there, and with Bumrah pitching in here and there, I expected a little more of Bumrah magic in between, but unfortunately, we couldn't get Gaikwad out. And to be honest, also another factor that Gaikwad let go of an easy catch through his hands in the middle of the Mumbai innings. Actually, I thought that was the match for us, but unfortunately, that was not the way. You know, we were expecting a little more. I wanted Sky Surya Kumar Yadav, nicknamed Sky, to do well, but he failed. He failed us actually. And he and Ishant, I mean, both were prodigies for Mumbai Indians, and now I mean, they are actually in the Team India World Cup, so we expected them to perform. So I think it was a dampness of sorts of these 2 young stars, prodigies coming in, not doing their best for the team.
And Arjan, you must have enjoyed the fact that you guys were chatting online live for Gulf News. How did it feel when you got the upper hand of, let's say, your older uncle from from Mumbai here? The delight as you guys got over the line must have been amazing. And what does it mean to get these points, go top of the table, going towards the end of the tournament?
So first of all, I like to emphasize that it was burning hot out there. I was sweating, and I'm trying to think what the players would feel, right?
True.
I mean, if I was sweating sitting on my seat, the players are standing and running and fielding.
True.
And what I think it means for CSK, I think it means a big thing. We're back on top. Last year, as you see, we didn't exactly go that well in the UAE. But I'm happy that we won our first game in the UAE, especially against Mumbai, and by such a big margin too.
Okay, and now I'll ask you all very quickly as we just wrap up. I'll start with Sai and come to Arjan and then to Shyam. Who's going to win this year now that we've seen the first game?
That's a wrong question to ask the Mumbai fan. It's going to be the Mumbai Falcons for sure. It is going to be Mumbai Indians.
So you're going to bounce back?
Yes.
Okay. Arjan? Now that you're talking.
First of all, Mumbai has to qualify first. Maybe they won't even qualify.
Love the banter.
And I think CSK have a very big chance since they're top of the table. But Delhi, which I'm from Delhi, so it's fine either way. Of course, I'm a die-hard CSK fan, but I really want to see CSK win.
So CSK all the way, yeah? Okay,
Yeah,
and Shyam?
In fact, I have been backing Mumbai to win, although my heart belongs to Bangalore. I mean, on sheer performance, I would have expected Mumbai to win because the sheer quality of the side, the depth of talent there is amazing. So I would expect them to win. But after seeing this match, I have slight thoughts about whether they can really pull themselves back. Because in India, they didn't do too well, but I mean, better than others, but did just enough to be in the 4th place. But unless they up their game, I think Arjun might be right here in saying that Mumbai might be in trouble if they don't qualify. But once if they qualify, then they will be a different kettle of fish because they know how to win the big game.
True, very true.
And they're going for the hat trick now, so it's they know how to get over the line, whereas RCB are yet to get over the line in 13 attempts. So it's yeah. So I mean, obviously we've only seen two of the teams so far. There's loads more to come. We've got Punjab against Rajasthan Royals tomorrow. We'll have Anis Bhai back with us tomorrow, and it'll be a fun-filled next month or so, just under a month. And everyone here at Gulf News, you can always check on gulfnews.com for our live coverage and all the latest updates. And thank you to Ajran, to Sai, and to Shyam for joining us this evening. And we'll see you all tomorrow.